Hello there everyone and welcome back to more Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Of the Duelist Link Evolution. Last time, we had a duel with Destiny and a fight in a Coliseum. And this time, we are going to do the 2 duels and the final duel of the Battle City Tournament arc. So, let's get started. The time had come for the final face-off. Yugi versus Merrick, with the fate of the world hanging in the balance. I've waited a long time for this moment. Jeez, did I mention I'm a terrible reader? I have been waiting for this moment my entire life. Soon your infinite power will be mine. Merrick, not only will I defeat you, I'll free you from the darkness that controls you. Now I'd like to see. Or that I'd like to see. Anyway. So, okay, so. I think that this is the only duel against Merrick. I think. We'll see. So. Okay, I'm going to set a card face down, that being my big shield Gardna, and I'm also going to set Magical Dimension face down. Now, if next turn he still has Revival Jam up, okay, well, he's gonna eat 1100 at least, but this is gonna hurt. Oh wait, he summoned a monster. So, yeah, I'm just going to do this. Wait. Oh, fuck. Okay, well. I know that I could have continued on with that duel, but But I decided it was best just to reset. Okay. Okay, so... Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I have my game plan. I'm just going to attack. Now, if he summons something that can get over Queen's Knight, I will just Monster Reborn Queen's Knight. Fair enough. Well, they're gonna clash. I think that actually hurts you more than me. Especially since I have a Karibo. So now I'm going to Monster Reborn my Queen's Knight. I'm going to normal summon King's Knight. Huh? Oh my god. I just happen to have the only copy of Jack's Knight Yugi runs in his deck. Well, I mean, it was a good plan, it's just... Yugi only runs one copy of Jack's Knight in his hand. So, here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to activate Soul Exchange and use it correctly this time. And you know, wait, what? I should have still been able to attack there. What? Okay, I think I know why. It's because I Okay. Okay, wait. So you mean to tell me you run 2 copies of King's Knight, but you don't run 2 copies of Jack's Knight? What? I don't know. Yu-Gi-Oh's weird sometimes. Okay, main phase 2, I am going to summon Beta the Magnet Warrior. And then end my turn. I don't know what that face down is. There's a very real possibility that he could have the Winged Dragon of Ra in his hand. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is normal summon King's Knight. Next, I am going to just, attack Revival Jam. Force him, make him eat that. And now let's see. Yeah, I don't want him to get 3 monsters in his hand. At least not right away. Or 3 monsters in his hand. 3 monsters on his side of the field. Alright, so I'm going to set Spellbinding Circle. And then I'm going to use one of my King's Knights to attack his Revival Jam. He's going to do that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, his standby phase is going to activate. Yeah, that's Legendary Fiend. It's kind of bad, but also good depending on the situation, since now it's going to constantly keep getting 700 life points. Or keep getting 700 attack points. Yeah, I'm gonna say screw that. Wait a minute. Can I attack with it? No. Oh! I just win! Okay, I don't know what I was worried about. Okay, that works. Huh. That was easier than I thought, I say as I surrender. Master Merrick. Brother, please tell me that you're alright. Merrick, it's over. Your evil side has been banished forever. It's finally over, my pharaoh. Yes, and the darkness that has lifted from your heart. Merrick has overpowered the spirit that controlled him for so long. My pharaoh, thank you. You saved mankind. We did. I wouldn't have been victorious if it had not been for all of you. Pharaoh, rest assured that everyone who has been banished to the Shadow Realm, or, died, by my dark side will return. Thank you. I have only one more task to perform before my Tomb Keeper's mission is complete. Witness the secret of the Pharaoh's power inscribed on my back. These markings were passed down by my family from generation to generation for 5,000 years. We were taught that the ancient Pharaoh saved the world from destruction. He wiped his memory clean. But he knew that someday he would return and he'd need his memory back. So he entrusted one family with his greatest secret, the key to unlocking his mind and power. Now that you hold all 3 Egyptian gods and the Millennium Puzzle, all you need to do is read the words on Merrick's back. You're so close. It's time for us to leave now, Pharaoh. Please take this. The Millennium Rod belongs to you, where it won't cause any more harm. Thank you. Take this as well. The Millennium Ring is safest with you. But it'll probably go back to Bakura, because for some reason it's like an overly attached girlfriend. With Yugi now in possession of all the Millennium items and the 3 Egyptian God cards, he could make sure that the Shadow Games would never return. Okay, and now we're going to do the Merrick side of this duel. So anyway, I seem to forget a lot about... just seem to forget a lot, and I mean a lot, about, Soul Exchange's effect. I don't know why I always forget about it. I just always do. Or at least the side of which it makes it so that you can't attack after you tribute an opponent's monster. I just don't know. I just always seem to forget about that minor detail. Maybe I'm just stupid. Yeah, this only works with the revival jam. So... I think what I'm going to do is summon Bowgun. Excuse me. And then just attack directly. Attack directly. Now I'm going to wait until I have absolutely no option to use Metal Reflex Slime. Pot of Greed, okay. Let's see. Yeah, so its effect is going to activate, dealing 600. Cannot be special summoned from the graveyard. At the end of your opponent's battle phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was destroyed by battle, make your opponent discard 1 random card. Okay, okay. So... I could use Metal Reflex Slime, tribute it, and then summon Legendary Fiend, but I don't want to do that, simply because I might need it. Okay, so I'm going to attack his face down. Yep, I was right to use, yeah, that card, and Karibo. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so from the battle packs that I opened, it unfortunately doesn't seem like I can, it unfortunately doesn't seem like I can make a Karibo deck, which I am really, really upset by. Ah, the Dark Magician. Crap. Mm-hmm. Okay, so... Wait a minute. If the only monsters your opponent controls are face-up monsters with 60... Oh! So wait, so does that mean I win? If the only monster your opponent controls are face up with 1600 or more attack, this card can attack directly. Yeah. What? Huh? Okay. What? Yeah, I should have been able to activate the... What? Did I not use it right? That's, weird. I should have been able to use its effect, right? Okay, I'm just going to flip summon this. Take control of his Dark Magician. Yeah, I'm just so confused by that. But anyway, I'm going to beat you with your own monster! I could have also, like, disrespected him with a, you know, just... I also could have just slapped him on the wrist, but, you know, wanted to beat him with his own monster. So, yeah. I think I'm going to end this part by opening Yugi packs. I didn't expect this to, you know, be so short, but hey, what can you do? Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. Hopefully I can at least get all the cards here. Ah, nothing new there. I kinda do want to make a Skull Servant deck in all honesty. I don't know, I just think it'd be really, really fun. BLS Envoy? BLS Envoy at the beginning, it was a card that was considered to be so good back in the day that it was banned, and then eventually limited. And same with Chaos Emperor Dragon. At one point, Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy at the end was actually banned. I'm pretty sure people who look at the ban list now and see the meta now are just gonna look at me and be like, seriously? But yeah, I kid you not, BLS was banned at one point. In fact, I think it wasn't until the end of the Synchro Saga, or the end of, like, you know, 5Ds, where BLS Envoy at the beginning was actually finally put off the ban list in that one. But yeah, just a little factoid. Back in the day, some cards were just, you know, outright banned. And in between parts, I also made myself a Buster Blader deck. It's a deck that I typically don't run, but I just, you know, felt like making it this time around. As you can see right here, I added a Graceful Charity and a Pot of Greed. I also added Link Karibo here. I'm not 100% sure if this is technically allowed, since Karibo is its own archetype, and how I'm doing this is that if I can physically make the deck, like, if the archetype has enough cards to make its own deck, I'm going to then, you know, I can't use that archetype in, well, other decks. So technically Karibo, I can't use it in other decks, but at the same time, or I can make it its own deck out of it. But at the same time, it's mostly a support card for other decks. So it's a little bit of weird rulings. In fact, there are going to be other cards, like if you're familiar, like those of you who are familiar, the Dimensional Dragon archetype. And that one, it's gonna be a bit hard for me to justify, but there is method to my madness, I assure you. And another thing too is that I thought about adding Dark Magician to this, since technically Dark Paladin is a thing. But I decided ultimately against it. Simply because if I'm trying to go for Dark Paladin, I feel like it would interrupt the flow of the deck, so putting another self-imposed rule on myself, I'm not allowing myself to use Dark Paladin in this deck. Anyway, that's going to be about it for this part. Like, I know that I didn't really accomplish much, but I just feel like this is a good cutoff point. But after that, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 12 more duels to do before we do the first Duelist campaign. So hopefully I can get the cards that I need to make a few more decks, since as you can see right here, I only have 2 decks that are made. I want to make more before I eventually, have to do the Duelist challenge, and since I wanted to show off as many archetypes as I can, at least archetypes that I'm interested in. I may also do some grinding in between parts, just so that I physically have the cards to show off. But other than that, that's going to be it for this part. So next time on Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution, we continue on with a new evil. See you guys then.